right, guys. Hello, my name is Gabe Lewis, and today I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to save money and why. So, a little bit about me. I currently go to Hampton University. I am a senior studying business management with a emphasis on entrepreneurship. So, a little bit about Hampton University. We are a private HBCU, um, and what that stands for is a privately historically Black college university. So you'll see in one of the first pictures, it's actually of our newly built Legacy Park, which showcases a couple of different important figures within Black history and to the university. So we have President Obama, and we also have Rosa Parks, both of which were on our campus at different points in time. Even Rosa Parks working in one of our historical buildings. Um, so that is definitely a really cool thing about our school and probably one of my favorite places to go. I'm definitely a food lover. So my favorite thing to eat is a burger. Um, and last but not least, like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I currently have started my first company. It's Views Consulting, focusing on social media strategies and consulting within small businesses. So we're going to just jump straight into this. So the objective today is to learn how to save money. Um, I know that's like a really vague concept, but what that means is that we're going to be kind of going over why you should save, where you should save, and even investing your money to make it grow for you. So key one is to learn why it's important to save. So why save money? The reality of the situation is that especially during even times like now with coronavirus and things like that, it's always important to have some money set aside. A lot of people call it a rainy day fund, but what that means is that you have money that is available to you at times you may need it, but also it's stored in a safe place rather than just under your pillow or in some type of jar. You want that money to work for you. So when we talk about saving money, these are ways that we're going to find that you can save money and it works for you. And so the next question is, how much should you save, right? Like if you get $100 in birthday money or maybe $10 in chore money, how much of that should you save? And the reality is it's different for every person. Um, but a good rule of thumb is to always at least save, I'd say anywhere from 20 to 30%. So if you get $100, save $20 at a minimum, just to kind of put away so that way you have it in case you need it later. And then what happens to the money that you save? So we're going to talk about where exactly that money goes and the different ways that you can save it, and kind of discussing what happens to that money, whether it be at home, whether it be at a bank, or whether it be at a credit union, or whether it be you investing that money. So where should you save? So like I said, there's a couple of different places where you can save your money. The first is at home. So if you don't have a bank account yet, um, or any type of place where you can store money, the best place to put it is at home, usually like in a jar, or keep it in a place where your parents can keep it safe for you. Um, with keeping it at home, you have to remember that the money's not working for you, but it is allowing you to save the money for a rainy day. The rule of thumb is whatever you put in there, try to take out unless you absolutely need it. So it would be really cool to buy a new pair of shoes, but if you don't need those new pair of shoes, try using the money that you have available to you and not the money that you're saving away. So next is a bank. So a bank is basically, it's a lender, and what that means is that when you put money in the bank for them to save, they pay you a certain amount of money back for you keeping your money there. What that is called is interest. A bank then uses money to kind of finance other things. So let's say if in the future you want to take out a loan, they may use money that people have saved at their bank to finance that loan. But as payment for keeping that money with the bank and letting them use that money to loan to people, they pay you in interest. And it's always important to remember that your money is not gone. It is in an account. You can take it out any time, and it is protected. So if something was to happen at the bank, your money is safe, and it's insured by the government. Next is a credit union. So this is where it differs a little bit. A bank is a little bit more keen on making money, while credit union is more for the community. They're more involved in your local area, and they usually have a little bit more programs available for you, like me and anybody else, available to save money. They offer a little bit more ways to teach you about saving money and give you more money depending on the type of account for saving money. So not only do they have interests, but they also have really cool programs where if you take a class with them or you learn about any functions of finance, they will put money into your account for you. So that's a really cool way to kind of get extra money by just learning something. And then lastly is investing, right? So now that we've learned that you can put your money at home, where it's always a good place to have it for rainy day fund, or you could put it in a bank or credit union, which allows you to get interest, where now people are paying you to keep your money safe, which is really cool. We also want to find ways to make sure that money can work even better for you, right? So investing is when you are basically taking a certain amount of risk, which is risk is kind of the chance that you could lose your money. Um, and you're taking that risk and you're putting it into something or someone with the promise that they're going to give you that money back and then some. So, for example, if you have a friend that says they want to borrow $5 to start a business, and you give them that $5 and they start the business and it goes really well, they're going to give you $10 back in return. So ways you can invest in that is one, depending on your age, you have to be 18. You can start your own investing account where you can put money. It operates like a saving account, except it has the cool kind of function where you can take money and invest it into companies and things like that. Or you have the option of giving it to your parents, and with your parents' help, you can open up like a investing account where you're giving them their money. It's under their name. They can kind of help uh, teach you about learning how to invest in the stocks and things like that. And then lastly is putting it into things like bonds. What bonds are is basically a written promise that if you put X amount of money in, at the end of maybe 5, 10, or 12 years, you're going to get that money back plus interest. And what that means is that if you put in $5 in, um, over the next 10 years, they will give you $5 on top of your original $5. So after 10 years, you may have $30, $40 in just interest on top of the $5 you put in. And then lastly is why invest, right? Like why give money to somebody, which seems really risky, and what happens to it, or if you give somebody money for a really long time and you may want that money sooner, why invest, right? The reason that we invest is because usually this has a good return on your money. So saving is really cool. You get interest because people are paying you uh, to store your money there, but it's really, 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 really small amounts. So if you put in $1, they may give you around 2 cents for keeping the money there. That's really cool, but 2 cents is 2 cents compared to the fact that you can invest your money. If you give somebody $1, you may get four back. So it's always important to kind of understand how to save and your options to save, because if you don't have those options to save, or you don't know any place to kind of start to look to save, you could run through your money, or you don't have any place to put that. So this is kind of just a basic understanding of options you have, whether it be saving it at home, saving at a bank, saving at a credit union, or just learning about, what is investing and why you should do it. So, in review, we've discussed a number of topics. One is why you should save money, um, whether that be from your birthday money or from a simple allowance. Why should you save that money? And next is, where should you put this money? Should you put it at home? Should you put it at a bank or credit union? Which one do you feel will be best for you is something that each person has to make a decision on their own. But we want to give you those options to let you decide what you think you should do with your money. And we also learned that keeping it at banks or credit unions, they pay you to keep your money there, as kind of a thank you for keeping their money at their bank or credit union. And then lastly, we talked about investing. So investing, learning why people invest or why you should invest. And then how could you go about doing that even in school? If you're not 18, going in opening an account with your parents to learn how to invest money, or if you are 18, uh, learning that, how to invest into that, and just understanding why it's important to invest your money. While it may have a little bit more risk attached to it, there is a greater reward. So lastly, if you have any questions or you have any comments you want to share with me, I did attach my email. It's gabriel.lewis@viewconsults.com. This is available for you to just shoot me a quick email if you maybe want to learn more about a bank, a credit union, how to invest, why should you invest, or even if you have questions about something that you already opened a savings account at a bank or a credit union, or you already opened an investing account and what you should do from there, or if that's something you want to continue doing. Definitely open to questions, comments, concerns. I'm available for you, and I hope this video has helped somebody. And thank you.